The wait is over and the Super Bowl matchup is set. Then the road to the big game leads right here through the Bay.
We'll show you how San Francisco is geared up and ready from the streets to the stadium as the countdown to kickoff begins.
Plus, of course, we're having a little bit of fun on the way. NFL trivia, flag football, and how the fans across the city are preparing for the big night.
All that and more right now on this special edition of NAZ Sports.
Hello and welcome to the NAZ Sports Super Bowl special. I'm your host, Adriana Sparks, joined here in San Francisco by Connor Emery. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us in the Bay Area as we gear up for the biggest sporting event of the year.
The vibes are high here in the Bay Area as we're getting ready for Super Bowl 60 between the Seahawks and Patriots. Last time the Super Bowl was here was almost 10 years ago for Super Bowl 50.
That's right, Connor, and that matchup was one for the ages. You had a young star in Carolina quarterback Cam Newton, and of course a seasoned veteran with Peyton Manning and the Broncos. There's a little bit of a parallel between the Super Bowl 50 and Super Bowl 60 with veteran quarterback Sam Darnold of the Seahawks and second-year Patriots quarterback Drake May.
Yeah, and 5 months of football, and it all comes down to one night. Adriana, how is this game decided?
Well, Super Bowl 50 gave us legends under pressure, and that could be the theme on Sunday. Seattle has brought pressure all season, but the Patriots bring a quarterback built to escape it. Drake May, nearly 50 rushing yards per game this postseason. If lane's open, he's gone.
May to the end zone for the New England touchdown.
Only one quarterback has rushed for 50 yards against the Seahawks defense all season, and that was Jaden Daniels, who was trying to get Washington back in the game all the way back in Week 9. But on the other side, Sam Darnold has flipped the script. Pressure used to break him, but pressure also creates diamonds. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions this postseason. But now he faces a Patriots defense built to disrupt timing, 10th in turnover differential this season. So where do the playmakers tip the balance? Well, Seattle brings stars. Jackson Smith-Njigba is coming off a dynamic NFC Championship performance, showing the world exactly why he was named an All-Pro and a finalist for Offensive Player of the Year.
Kind of a two-ball, there's a tiny bit of arc, you could see it over space. And when he's got that vision and he feels like there's kind of a yard or two of space, the concentration he has, and he hasn't dropped many balls this year.
And Kenneth Walker III is hitting another gear in the postseason. He opened up the scoring in the NFC title game and totaled 111 yards, leading Seattle to a 31-27 victory over Los Angeles.
An electric start. There's about 4 unblocked Rams in the hole, and Walker just stutters his feet and then uses his speed to the press.
But the Patriots answer with numbers. Not just one weapon, but a whole crew. 6 players with double-digit explosive catches this season, so every snap brings a different threat. And the run game won't be easy either. Kenneth Walker, Ramondre Stevenson and company, both rolling, both running into elite fronts. Red zone snaps could decide everything. Because it comes down to this, Connor, when the game tightens, the noise rises and the moment demands a hero. And whoever answers that call on Sunday is going to become a champion.
Both teams have had a bounce-back year as neither of them made the playoffs last year. Young quarterbacks, elite coaching, a rematch from Super Bowl 49 in Glendale, Arizona. What more could you ask for?
Right, and Connor, Santa Clara is actually the furthest that the Patriots have traveled this season, whereas the Seahawks are playing on their divisional opponent's home turf.
Yeah, if you're a 49ers fan, look away.
We even got an expert analyst who gave his thoughts on Sunday's match. Sports reporter Brian Adams caught up with the one and the only Chris Mad Dog Russo. Check it out.
Initial reaction is I just don't see Seattle losing. They've won all these games in a row. They came out of a tougher conference. They came out of the best division in football in the NFC West. The Patriots did not play that great in the postseason. Could have lost to the Chargers. Herbert was terrible. Stroud gave him 4 turnovers in the first half. Can't blame him. You can't say it's all because of the Patriot defense. Stroud stunk. And then, of course, a snowstorm, no Bo Nix.
Well, you heard the man. He's got the Seahawks, and it's hard to argue with him just considering the pure talent that Seattle brings to this matchup.
That's right, Adriana, including Cooper Kupp. In fact, he already has a Super Bowl MVP when he was with the LA Rams. But before that, he built his resume in a small school from the Big Sky Conference.
Stiff arm heading for the end zone. Is it a touchdown? Waiting for the signal. Yes! Touchdown!
From the Big Sky to Super Bowl 60, Cooper Kupp is an inspiration for small college football players. The Seahawks receiver started at Eastern Washington from 2012 to 2016. Now, he's in Santa Clara chasing his second Lombardi trophy.
It's one of those things, it's just that it was a stepping stone. It was a one step along this path and along this journey. And so I don't think of it as like it's not like overcoming anything. It's just that was my path to continue playing football in college, and gave me an opportunity to be in front of the NFL people and go out there and make my dream a reality.
During his time at Eastern Washington, Cup had memorable moments that were good and bad, including back-to-back losses against NAU in Flagstaff and Washington. Cup jokingly said NAU has a cheat code because the school sits at 7,000 feet elevation.
NAU had our number there for a little bit. I coached there. I had a lot of respect for him. Played a lot of man-to-man coverage. Had a really good plan, and we didn't do a very good job executing. And I mean, it's really cheating how the elevation that you're playing at when you're in NAU. It's cheating, right? You can agree. We're just cheating. But no, we didn't do a great job there, and they had a great plan for us.
Ironically, Cup will face another Eastern Washington alum in Super Bowl 60 this Sunday. Patriots receiver Efta Chisholm III dethroned Cup as the school's leading receiver, graduating in 2024 with 3,852 yards. Although they weren't teammates, Chisholm says Cup was a source of inspiration in college.
Yeah, it's super awesome. He's one of the best, if not the best, to play at that school, at our school. So trying to do everything I can when I was there to chase him and, to beat some of his stuff. But, man, he's had such an impact on my life and, allowed me to see what he's been doing and allowed me to chase him. So it's been pretty cool.
Now, Adriana, both players told me that the Sky Dome was one of their favorite places to play in the Big Sky with the electric atmosphere. But I'm going to have to agree with Cup here. The elevation can be kind of a cheat code, especially if you're not used to it.
Yeah, the elevation will certainly not be a factor on Sunday. Levi Stadium has got about a 7,000-foot difference between what we're used to back home at the Sky Dome. But Connor, just how many Big Sky players are we expecting to see on Sunday?
There is so many, Adriana. In fact, there's even more Big Sky representation than the Big 12. The Big Sky Conference has a wide range of players playing in Super Bowl 60 this Sunday. While there are big names like Cooper Kupp on the Seattle Seahawks, there are 9 players representing 8 teams from the Big Sky. Seahawks safety Ty Okada, a Montana State alum, said the Big Sky holds a special place to his heart as it helps him become a better player in the NFL.
The Big Sky means so much. I hold it very close to my heart. I'm very appreciative for my time at Montana State and being in that amazing conference. It's, as you can tell, it's super competitive. It's well represented in the Super Bowl this year, but also just everything I learned off the field as well.
For Patriots linebacker Christian Ellis, it was more special to him as his dad, Luther Ellis, was his defensive line coach at Idaho. Ellis said that his dad is a great coach and was fortunate to learn from him.
Obviously my dad was my coach at Idaho. He was able to help me, teach me, help me learn the game. And then just the camaraderie with my teammates, the guys out there, they're good guys.
Patriots linebacker Marte Mapu won Defensive Player of the Year back in 2022 with Sacramento State, leading the Hornets to the FCS playoff quarterfinals. Mapu said that was the closest he felt to a team up until this year with the Patriots.
My time with the team there, I feel like that was probably the closest that I've been to a team up until this year. It's just different when you shed tears, sweat, and blood with the same people, especially when you're doing it over a course of multiple years. It just brings you that much closer. So
NFL players come from all over the country, and it's amazing to see what they produce on the field.
That's right, Connor. Now, it doesn't matter if you're from the Big Ten or the Big Sky. If you know what it takes to compete in the NFL, you might just find yourself on the biggest sporting event in America.
It is the biggest night of football. What about the fans, though? Some fans have traveled across the country or even across the world to experience this exciting week, and the NFL wants to give back. Sports reporter Reese Clark has more on the NFL fan experience.
Many fans never get the opportunity to watch their team play in the Super Bowl. But thanks to the NFL Super Bowl experience, it brings the magic of the big game without the big game price tag. At the NFL's Super Bowl experience, fans immerse themselves into all things football. They can test their skills with interactive games, have access to NFL memorabilia, and get to see the Vince Lombardi Trophy live in person.
It's my first time ever coming to something like this for the NFL, so it's kind of like a cool expo. I mean, I saw Roger Goodell a bit ago, so it's kind of neat.
The event also gives families and younger fans a hands-on way to connect with the game. From trying the 40-yard dash to kicking field goals, the experience is meant to be interactive for everyone.
I just beat them all at a 40-yard dash. We're having a good time. Our team's in the Super Bowl. We're rooting them on. What else could go wrong?
The football theme park has tickets ranging from $40 to $70, inviting Bay Area locals to come and experience a little bit of the Super Bowl.
I'm still grateful that I even had the chance to come out here just even for the day. It's just awesome that, they made it this far, and I'm a local, it's not too far away from here, so just even be able to come out here just for this is awesome.
A ticket to the lottery. We get the best of both worlds. Our team's here, we're here, and we're going to the game.
The Super Bowl experience will conclude Saturday at 10 p.m. Reporting from San Francisco, I'm Reese Clark.
It's incredible to see the NFL making sure that fans are engaged and involved in the Super Bowl festivities.
Yes, it is, Connor. And the NFL also made sure to include a very special demographic in this week's Super Bowl celebrations.
That's right, Adriana. Flag football has been growing over the last few years thanks to the NFL.
Right. And Arizona in particular has seen a spike in interest in the sport, including a now NFC flag football MVP. Sports reporter Alyssa Munoz has more.
Participation in girls flag football has seen an all-time high. And thanks to the NFL, this sporting phenomenon is taking center stage here at Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco.
For the second year in a row, the NFL hosted a national showcase highlighting the country's top girls flag football athletes. 32 high school seniors from across the nation were selected by NFL clubs to compete in the matchup, putting the next generation of talent on display during football's biggest week. Flag football continues to make waves nationwide, and it's making a powerful statement right in Arizona. Samaya Taylor Jenkins, a senior at Hamilton High School, proudly represented the state in the showcase, delivering a standout performance and was even named NFC MVP.
This experience has been amazing. The NFL, they've taken care of us, like the media they provide for the girls flag, the way they're taking pride into this and actually making sure like people are here to watch and people are here to learn about girls flag. It means a lot, and I think it's very amazing what they're doing.
From the valley to the peaks, Arizona high schools are seeing a steady growth in girls flag football as a sanctioned sport. Programs continue to expand statewide, creating new opportunities for female athletes. Flagstaff High School added girls flag football to its athletic offerings in 2023. Eagles coach Tyrone Johnson credits the NFL with opening doors for girls to compete in flag football, helping elevate the sport and inspire the next generation of athletes.
Well, the NFL has been really pushing it since day one. When we started our program here 3 years ago, when AIA officially adopted it as a sanctioned sport.
The NFL donated $100,000 to the Arizona Interscholastic Association once flag football was voted to become an official sport. And in doing so, they are giving opportunities to girls to compete at a high level. NFL even partnered with Nike to provide uniforms, equipment, and more.
Just to really see how it's taken off is real cool, and to be a part of it and just be, able to lend our ideas and our experience as we continue to shape the game. I mean, it's cool and, very humbling just to be a part of the first here at Flag High.
The Super Bowl is placing a spotlight on the sport's rapid rise as flag football prepares to make its Olympic debut at the 2028 Los Angeles Games. NFL players across the country have voiced their support for girls flag football, and even some who are playing on football's biggest stage come Sunday have participated in initiatives and events celebrating the sport. Patriots wide receiver Demario Douglas teamed up with the New England Patriots Foundation to host over 75 athletes for girls flag football field day at Gillette Stadium.
It's a blessing to show them the game too, so they can critique it, and that it's getting big. We have a girl from Jacksonville actually that's in the USA girls flag football team, so I've been tuned in.
Alyssa Munoz, NAZSports.
Now, those young women are truly inspiring, and it actually comes just a day after National Girls and Women in Sports Day, so very fitting.
Happy Women in Sports Day to you, Adriana.
Thank you, Connor. Now, on the very same field, the NFL's best played in the very first indoor Pro Bowl games. We caught up with some stars that you might recognize about their experience and thoughts about the ever-changing Pro Bowl games. The Pro Bowl games are back, and this version is a little bit different. The NFL has fully moved on from the traditional Pro Bowl, replacing it with flag football and skills challenges that put the league's stars front and center.
When I was a rookie, I made the Pro Bowl in 2018, and we were in full pads. So we full pads, tackle football. So it's definitely a lot different.
The vibe is loose, but the talent certainly isn't. This is what happens when the league's best get room to have fun and still show off.
To see a change to this, it seems more lax, but it's also giving guys a chance to still be able to hang out with each other, and you get a chance to see the guys that you compete against, and you watch and root for, from a distance, but you get a chance to actually spend that time with them. It's still cool.
Back on the field, elite quarterbacks, dynamic playmakers, and lockdown defenders are getting reps in a format that lets personality shine, giving fans a side of these players that they don't usually see on Sundays. And with the Pro Bowl now happening during Super Bowl week right here in San Francisco, the spotlight is bigger and the stage feels a lot less like an exhibition.
Obviously, it's the best of the best. You definitely want to compete in some way, but also have fun. You got to have fun out here, so enjoy the time out here.
Adriana, we haven't really talked much about the city or the Bay Area. Just look at this amazing view we're at right now, and I've only been here for almost a week, and I love being here.
Me too, Connor. The city is absolutely charming, but luckily, sports reporter Jess Garcia is at Levi Stadium to give us a glimpse into the history surrounding the Bay Area's most iconic historical sites.
That's right, guys. The Bay Area has a lot to offer, and we spent the week taking a look at the historic sites that make this area so great. I am here at Fisherman's Wharf, or otherwise known as Pier 39, and as you can see behind me, we have some very energetic sea lions, and they call this pier home now after they've ran out some of the local fishermen that have resided here since the gold rush. Sitting at a 41% grade incline, Lombard Street is the steepest street out here in San Francisco, which is representative of how the developers sought out to build the city, where they rapidly built rather than leveling out the streets as they went. Now, just off the coast, we have Alcatraz just behind me over here, which is one of the most notorious maximum high security prisons in our nation's history. Open for about 30 years, they held some of our most notorious criminals, such as Al Capone. Founded in 1852, Ghirardelli Square stands as one of the most historical landmarks here in the city. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm gonna go try some of the chocolates for myself. Even though it's not in use right now, this cable car I'm on right now was one of the most common ways of transportation in San Francisco. Built in 1933, the Golden Gate Bridge has solidified itself as one of the most iconic landmarks here in San Francisco. This bridge is a living product of the Industrial Revolution, showcasing the abilities of man. It originally stood as the longest and the tallest suspension bridge in the world, and although it has been passed up, its notoriety has not left. All roads lead right back here to Levi Stadium. Reporting from Santa Clara, Jesselyn Garcia.
Thanks, Jess. Now, it's really no surprise that the Super Bowl is back in Santa Clara after just a decade. The area is absolutely singular. Now, some players struggled with Santa Clara trivia, among other things. I had the chance to quiz players about their Bay and ball knowledge. Check it out. Do you know the last time that Santa Clara hosted a Super Bowl?
I don't. Never? 6 years ago.
What was the matchup? Do you know the last time that Santa Clara hosted a Super Bowl?
10 years ago.
What was the matchup?
The Broncos and the Panthers.
And what happened?
Yeah, the Broncos won.
Do you notice that there's fog that rolls into the bay like every morning and evening?
No.
It has a name. Like the people in San Francisco have named it. Well, what do you think it is?
Fog. It's called fog.
Like a human name.
Oh. Jerry.
It's Carl. Carl.
The Santa fog.
The Santa fog?
Santa Clara fog.
It's not smog.
That the fog?
Fog. No.
The storm? I don't know.
Carl? Carl?
Which team has more Super Bowl appearances, Seattle or New England?
Or who?
New England.
Oh, New England. New England.
Okay.
The Patriots?
That's right. You know how many?
Appearances?
9,
10.
They said it over the intercom.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
So which team has more Super Bowl appearances, New England or Seattle?
Seattle.
How many?
We have more.
Give me your best Richard Sherman impression.
When you put a sorry receiver on me like Crabtree, that's the results you're going to get. I don't know. LOB.
try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get.
Try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree? The best of the world. Your Sherman impression?
This bum against us? Try us with this sorry receiver? Come on, man, not a Crabtree guy. Can't be that guy.
Just like, that's it.
Tell me your best Richard Sherman impression.
Oh, I would not be doing that.
You know, Adriana, I was kind of surprised by some of the responses you got. You never know what you're going to get when you talk to an NFL player.
No kidding, Connor, but those Richard Sherman impressions were on point. And of course, the fans never disappoint.
Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on the Super Bowl Special Edition show.
It's been an incredible week here in San Francisco, but the big night is still upcoming. And we'll have all the coverage you need for Super Bowl Sunday right here on NAZSports. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
I'm Connor Emery.
And I'm Adriana Sparks, saying so long from the Bay Area. We'll see you in a few weeks.